when you feeling like you gotta,
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The weather this time of year in the South? Perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Ready.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
The Falcons at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Let's go now.
Second and 1. Open man, it's Preston Williams.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. They find some open field here.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A huge play there for Chicago. Give him 69 yards on the ground. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play.
Montgomery. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll run with Patterson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
17.
They'll set up to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll try the option on 3rd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Gets past one man. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? 7-7, our score after 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw again.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Oh, look at the juke. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing on third down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Renfro. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
43 rail. Ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here we go. Here we go. Jet, jet.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From his own end zone, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Here's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Play action. It's Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Let's go. Hey, no fury.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Hitting London coming across the field. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
They'll run here with Algier, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll look to run with Algier. And he gets in. Touchdown. Tyler Algier as the 1st half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this 1st half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have one springs free. Montgomery loses it, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And they'll begin by running the option. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On second, here's Algier. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To throw is Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
10 cycles. Ready?
Patterson on the draw.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss. We have played 3 quarters. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Fields now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Fields. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Cycle. 3-3.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side. There's London. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This pass is caught by London. Touchdown! Drake London, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Caught here by Griffin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First target, first catch, and a first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his man London right side. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. "35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the fourth quarter, the Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. On 1st down, it's Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Fields. And now here is another interception. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Falcons, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now.